Oh, brother. We are here. I'm just making sure to edit the title and do everything we need to do. I need to take out the new with the... add it to the playlist and add the thumbnail. And what I might end up doing tomorrow is create one that's specific to NIU, but it just depends on like how long we plan on being here. So I'm fine with this basic one for year one, and then we can I can try to take some pictures and use those pictures for the thumbnail here in maybe this stream or the next stream. I don't know why I did that. I can just put my cup here, and I believe we got everything good. So let's go over to the control room and we can get into the nitty-gritty, where we're trying to keep our hopes alive for bowl eligibility, but we got to win out, and that's going to be pretty tough to do. So we got a commitment from the 1-star, hard commitment from 1-star Bradbury here. We need Treadwell to be our guy here. We got plenty of hours to spend, so we might just go after some more free of NIL players. But we got to make sure we lock down the guys that we have here first. And I am worried about losing Daniels, that fullback here. I don't know if boosting the NIL is going to do anything for us. We can't really hard sell because we got F athletic facilities and F coach prestige. We're only banking on proximity to home as deal breaker to land him. Now, do we really need a fullback? No, not really, but it would certainly help. He's the 5th fullback in at his position. We got a verbal commitment, by the way, out of Danny Kamalot. This is what we're dealing with Kamalot. 84 speed, 81 excel. His throwing stats are not great. He's got decent throw power, not great accuracy. 77 throw on the run. He's got a hidden depth trait, though, so that's certainly a good thing. As far as adding guys, we just need to add a couple of outside linebackers who are not going to cost us anything, who have us first. Or guys who have an open recruitment right now where we got a deal breaker that's going to help us, and proximity to home's not changing, so that's good there. I want to add a defensive tackle as well, but I might need to just add one that's interested. I'll add another one because we got the room to do it. Might. We got to find the right deal breaker. We might as well not. I like Daly here. And we need to add a corner. We lost out on the corner we were going strong for. And then at least one free safety. Just kind of reordering it. We got 16 targets. That's about the perfect number. We're saving that NIL. But ultimately, like when we get to that final week of recruiting, we need to make sure that we got points available for the portal. We're only at 250 hours right now, and I feel like that's because our prestige might have went down. So hopefully we do something to change that on the football field, though, as we take a look at what's going on in the college football playoff rankings. You can see that we got our first bracket that we can look at here, and you got Memphis and Duke. Memphis is an AQ. Ohio State, Notre Dame, Oregon, and Georgia are the buys right now, all undefeated except for Georgia. And then you get Utah in there, BYU, Ole Miss, Pittsburgh, SMU, Arizona, Duke, and Memphis. I don't really know why Memphis would be in there, because I also don't know why Notre Dame has... Oh, because if they're in the top 12, they're in AQ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Yep, that adds up. So that's my math was mathing because of Notre Dame. Heisman watch real quick. This is what we're looking at. Marcel Reed, Trinidad Chambliss, Sam Levitt, and John Mateer. Awards watch list, by the way, is out. We don't have anybody up for it. Any awards except for Doak Walker, where Johnson is 4th. And again, he is probably a lock to be... He's probably a lock to be all-conference at his position. Ohio State and Oregon is this week 1 versus 2. That's a huge game, but you also get Georgia and Ole Miss. That's a huge game. Notre Dame and USC still playing in this video game somehow. BYU and Utah is a massive game. Kentucky goes on the road to Tennessee, but again, another massive game. Texas and Missouri, maybe a playoff eliminator right there. But we get to play on the road at San Jose State. A good chance of some rain here. This is going to be an interesting game. We're going to go with the all gold. That'll be interesting. And we're going to go white pants, white socks. White and primary is fine. So let's roll into this game against the Spartans of San Jose State. Ken Niamatalolo and his group wanting to line it up, strap it up. Let's get locked in here. We cannot lose this game. Coming off of an embarrassing blowout loss against UNLV, but the week before we had a statement win against what we thought could have been a statement win against Hawaii. But of course the statement was more so about Hawaii than us. And we are underway from San Jose, California. Can the long trip pay off here?
Back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So San Jose State's offense will go on the attack first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And David, you know, from a roster standpoint...
So first down coming up here for San Jose State. I did not set my adjustments. That's on me. Got a text message and got distracted. Good tackle by Falk right there on the outside, and an injury to an offensive lineman for the Spartans.
They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Aggressive plaster too, and we want aggressive zone. Point combo. Skate there with the trips. Let's do solo here. Trying to keep bowl eligibility alive 1 week at a time, and it's going to start with this week, but it's got to start this week. Incomplete.
They weren't able to make the connection. They were From the gun, wants to pass.
Over the middle and incomplete, broken up by Porter over the top. And Trey Porter makes the big play to bring up a 3-and-out punting situation for San Jose State. Oh my gosh. Green's going to field this. And there goes Jermaine Green. Jermaine Green. That's not the spin move animation we wanted, but a heck of a return. Yeah, to say the least, our 6'9" tight end Caleb Hack has been a disappointment for us all season long. But we're hoping that this offense can play their best football in the month of November here and be able to gut it out to make a bowl game. We're going to start with a run to the league leader in rushing and fourth in the running for the Doak Walker. It's Telly Johnson. Now on second down, was kind of expecting them to blitz, but they did not. Caught Rogers. Duree Rogers making a tough grab, and that was not the best throw in the world, but Rogers ended up bailing out making. And we're going right back to the air. Flapping his wings here with the audible. Hack's gotta hold on to that, man. You're a big 6'9" tight end. I really wish he would have better hands than that. Second down, I actually like this look, even though they're mugging it for the run. It's just that, man, that extra little push that we did not have right there. I'm not ready to go aggressive blocking yet, but makes me kind of want to. We're at the 36. This is probably not field goal range, so we need to pick up at least a little bit. We're going to go for the haymaker right now, and it's a one-handed grab by Bryant. What a beautiful grab. It's like automatic that they're doing those special catches, but if you green it, they're going to make sure that they have a good chance to do it. We're going to shift, and Tally Johnson is going to take it up the middle and finish off the run. What a tough run by Telly Johnson. Man, this kid's a stud, bro. Absolute stud.
He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Bro.
Kind of field position can he help them with on the return. Nice job by the kicker.
Love how people just make alt accounts and troll. You were in here yesterday, bro. Go find somebody else to annoy.
Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Nah, bro. You don't get to say sorry when you're doing the same stuff that I blocked you for yesterday. Not happening. Make another account. No, dude, no. No, you're some kid over here trying to troll a creator, and I don't just stream college football. This is literally just a decompression, fun little hobby of mine. Like, I do... this channel's for other content. This stuff is serious to me. I'm going to take it serious. It's not just for screwing around here. Go find a Twitch user to mess with. One-handed grab.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the
Going to the ground. We couldn't get free there, but we're holding the edge, shedding blocks over there on the outside.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd and 9.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action.
Was that yesterday or was that this morning? I don't even know. Don't really care.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've made 3rd down offense a key.
3rd and 9.
On 3rd and long from the 28.
Can we get off the field yet again here against the Spartans?
Here's the pressure.
Got him.
And he's sacked. Great
Jay Sean Thomas
defense.
coming up with the big sack right
Will
there.
bring the punt team onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again.
Green's going to let this one go. Touchback.
After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker.
Good opening drive for the offense. See if we can keep it rolling here.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Let's look big picture at Northern Illinois. They had a win
I know
on
you're the same account, bro. I know you are. There's no way you're not.
Verbal commitment and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is
Telly.
the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Oh, man, not a good throw.
Arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Shakes off the defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. They
Good
get
tackle.
him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. 3rd and 6 yards to go.
I do not. Mainly because
Looking downfield,
they messed it up so bad. I used to be interested in Red Glory, but...
Finds a room to throw that one in.
Oh, no, 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 no. He's too fast. We cannot catch him.
He is in. Touchdown, San Jose
McClure.
Looking for the time with the extra point. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
You know, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something.
Sure, they made the grind harder, but I'm just not, like,
The Northern
up for it the way that I am on this.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside.
Telly.
Johnson
Solid run.
surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with you, but...
If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Offense changing the play. He'll try it again. They went right back to him. And
Free rusher right there.
Was all over him. Nothing to show for that.
See if we can get the snag under
As they
play
get
right
set to
here.
snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete.
Threw it up there, just overthrown, out of bounds. No chance to come down with that.
Punt it away. On the move, looking for a little.
Slowed him down, I guess.
He gets a
What's the point of slowing him down if we're almost going to allow a touchdown? 7 apiece here, and we'll see which team can pull away from the other, if we do at all.
Take a look at the stats.
San Jose State, 500 overall football team, but one of the top records in the conference thus far in this conference season. Underneath for Luke Weaver is going to find his tight end, and
Coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The give from the gun.
oh, I totally messed that up.
There's some room.
He's gone.
They get
Almost
him on the
gone.
ground, but not before he rumbles all
Jack
the way
Lick.
to the 5.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This
Oh,
is the
dude,
easiest
I was trying to
45-yard
shift.
run you will ever see.
Good tackle.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
my gosh.
Receiver there, it's incomplete.
That bobble was kind of wild. Here comes third down and goal. Can the defense hold up here? Man in motion. Got to be ready.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Going for 6.
Okay, why aren't you guys plastering on it? Or maybe not plaster, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be plaster situation. He was in the pocket still. We only have it set to out of the pocket. But that's still so annoying that you have a couple of defenders there on that left side. They need to be able to play that. Good throw, and Luke Weaver got this offense going now, and it's 14-7. And pressure's on us to be able to respond and stay in this game. Like the slip to be able to run the ball. Can we execute?
They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score.
Can't on that play.
For a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle.
Cam Thompson with a nice grab over the middle. A good throw there by Macon for a 1st down.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Running inside. It's Johnson.
There goes Telly. Telly's up the sideline. Telly, outrun him. Outrun him. Can't quite outrun him, but it's going to be a play into the red zone for this offense.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last.
Now we're going to send Telly in motion.
Out, right?
Why did you sit? If he would have kept going, he would have been wide open. He still caught it and got a couple, but he would have had at least a 1st down there. Why isn't it letting me snap it? Is my controller good? My controller is like freezing.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
This glitch happened to me yesterday. I just don't know if it's my controller or it's my It's my controller. Let me try to do something. Okay. Well, that sucks that we had to take a penalty for that.
Try to regroup a little bit after that mental error. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. Pocket breaking down. And he was
clicked the wrong button anyway. Panicked.
And it falls to the ground incomplete. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll throw it.
He cannot throw on the run whatsoever, can he?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down.
Well, Mooney's going to make the kick and cut the lead down to 4. Got to take the points when we have them. We're not. We just need our defense to get back to how they played on the first couple of drives. We've started to let them get right down the field on us.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
Fakes the handoff. Back to throw. Over the top. Caught. And Falk will catch him.
The Spartans are in the hurry up.
Just getting smoked over there.
Nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Back to pass. It's Weaver. It's complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
I actually like this. I'm just going to do this, though.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He just got rid of that one to save the
Hit the upright. It was a smart play to throw it out of the back of the end zone, though, by Weaver.
It seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
He wants to throw it again. Got his man.
Tight ropes the sideline and gets a first down.
At the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone.
Incomplete.
And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone.
I knew that was going to happen. I saw it. They had 2 guys sitting over there, and instead of the safety like trying to split the difference, or I guess that would have been the corner, but either way, instead of him trying to split the difference, he locks on one and lets the other be wide open. That's got to be a coverage setting, and I don't even know what to do with it, bro. I don't know what to do with it. These coverage settings have only made it more complicated, and it's not made it easier.
Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Fought through all the traffic to track him down, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 10.
This offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Incomplete.
And the deflection by the defense brings it
We're not going to be able to keep up offensively, clearly, so defense needs to start making stops, man. I don't know why they, like, play really well and then they can't play football at all. Already in our territory. And I don't know what to freaking do about these coverage settings.
The San Jose State offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Weaver. Got a man, it's Riley. Tackled.
2-minute timeout. We got to get a stop defense. We got to give our offense opportunities. The margin for error should not be what it's been thus far for our offense. Yeah, it hasn't been the most dynamic, but we shouldn't have to score 30 a game to win. Like, that should have been a tackle for loss. Is that too much to ask?
Screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. 2
guys standing right there. Not locked on anybody. Like, I can't do anything about that.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? With the catch,
wow.
It's Craig.
Don't even focus on the catch. You're already just going to make a cutback before the ball. Jeez, bro. Like, you know, normally when that happens, if this is realistic, he's dropping the ball. Why is he wide open? Why is he wide open? What setting? Bro, I need to figure this out. Seam turns on man match rules. Doesn't mean that the deep zone mans Zone it. Okay. Whatever. And we're down by 18.
Defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing.
Oh, my microphone. Whoa. There we go. My microphone disconnected, and it distracted me. Should have just paused it to fix that.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really
we got all 3 timeouts, so we might as well just see what's open no matter where it is on the field. How are you dropping that, bro? How are you dropping that? Watch them just whoop us up front.
To the running back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down. Good pick up there.
Puts us in Hail Mary range, but not in field goal range. I don't even know if he can get it down there. I don't even care. We're going to find out. Just because he's banged up is what I mean.
Head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see.
They're going to give us a bailout with the penalty flag. And we can take 3.
That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half.
Should be good enough. It is. 13-28.
That pulls them to within 15. 28-13 the score. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas.
Wow, 16-15. What a game.
On the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the #1 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Buckeyes.
Iverson Hoax had 100 yards out of 169.
Taking down the #1 team in the country.
West Virginia upsets Texas Tech, or they're upsetting their upset alert. Ole Miss beat the crap out of Georgia, and BYU wins the Holy War.
You may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the Big 12.
The Spartans will boot.
Can we stop this Spartans offense? But before the Spartans offense comes onto the field, as the clouds start to cover this San Jose stadium, see if our offense can build off of that quick last drive to steal 3 points before the half.
Catching up with the Northern Illinois head coach at the half, they have got to be more balanced offensively. The running game has been reliable here in the first half, but now their opponents are stacking the box on defense. It is crucial they get the pass game going, get those guys out of the box, and force them to cover downfield. A more balanced attack is essential to start the third quarter.
Appreciate that, Holly.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Oh, dude.
It's Rodgers. Got the completion, but no.
That's not good.
No, as that defense reacted quickly. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long.
Third and 5.
You just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult...
Puts us in a situation where we can actually try to go for this. We'll see if we can get it. We're going aggressive. We got nothing to lose.
Desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout.
Didn't quite green it just a little too early, and we kind of put the game on the line right there.
Hand off from the gun. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
Now, we're not quitting. I believe we can beat these guys, but I just did not want to put our defense in that situation, and we made the situation worse. Okay, tackle him, or just get thrown around like a freaking rag doll.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so
I thought that was play action for sure.
Running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
You seen Falk has 5 tackles. It's not necessarily a good thing though at the cornerback spot.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Ivy. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal?
3rd and 5.
Wants to pass. Gets rid of it.
Broken up by Porter.
Missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Block kick couldn't come at a better time than right now.
Doesn't have a straight on shot.
And we get it. Wow. Wow, we got it. And it wasn't offsides.
Yet to get up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense.
Tough run for Johnson.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's easy pitch and catch. You got to catch that. Those are routes that you throw all the time, and you expect your receiver, you know, those same hitch routes, you sell it deep real quick, sit down. I need that to be a positive 8 yards or 10 yards, an easy play I can go to. My receiver has to make that catch for this offense.
Wants to throw on 3rd.
Telly's up the sideline and dumped into the bucket. Great throw by Macon.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short. Maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat.
Got it off. 3rd down and 2.
That one is he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by
Oh, he didn't block him. And we got to go for it here.
Range if they choose to kick it here. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation.
Can we get 4 on the ground?
Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures.
We can get more. 1st down at the 11.
They roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good.
Only a 1-yard pickup from Macon.
He'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense to understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Caught outside the number.
That wasn't a score.
And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Half-yard line. Can we pound this rock into the end zone? Stein in motion. My gosh, bro. My gosh.
Behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
These two upbacks need to get out there, and they don't. What are they doing? Somebody needs to set the edge there.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Street.
Caught. And he
4th and goal.
was able to push it
From the
in.
1.
He stopped at the 1. After the completion, we see there is a man down.
This QB sneak thing has not worked very well for me.
Push forward on the sneak. Big on big.
I cannot believe he didn't get in there with that initial push. What in the world, man?
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know they were.
Well, we got him for a safety, so that's the payoff we get. Is now we don't have to go for 2.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the
I'm
safety.
hoping this goes out of
He was
bounds.
trying his
It
best
doesn't.
to get
It's a
out of the end zone,
touchback.
but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out.
Gotta hold your block longer out there.
And as they get
That'll be the end of the third quarter. 28-15. We're not dead yet, but
both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see
day
how
turns to
this
night
goes.
here in San Jose.
Second down. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers.
Yuri Rogers got a block from Bryant.
High gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we...
Gonna take a shot. And he
Tafoya's got it.
inside the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll
Here we go.
mark it to the 19. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up.
Bro, I cannot believe that. Get on the ball. What is Thompson doing? Just laying on the ball and not getting it?
Racing
Are you kidding me?
the 40. He's at the 30.
Wait, tackles him.
Down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, this San Jose State offense.
I can't believe that, bro. That's how our season,
Last time they had
at least for
the
bowl eligibility purposes, is going to end.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball.
I cannot believe that just happened.
Rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense.
Touchdown.
He makes a grab. And he's
That flips the game immediately. It's probably a stupid play. You could say stupid play call, but it doesn't matter. He's laying on the freaking ball. He should be able to just pick, like, grab it. I don't know. Grab your junk and maybe you'll find a ball down there. What was he doing?
No, sir. I'm going to continue.
Down by 20 with 8 minutes left now as a result of that when we were driving to make it a one-score game.
He'll start the return inside his
Comeback was very alive, and now it's seeming very steep right now.
return.
Very steep.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds
Yuri Rogers turning up field. Rogers is going to get out to the 48.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them.
5
They're
San
gonna
Jose
take
State
the catch.
defenders
They're
there.
gonna take it a long
Bad
way.
throw.
Really great
Bad decision.
execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. And beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Tafoya is off and running, and he's inside the 30.
On that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Huskies rookies want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run. And
Tafoya out of the backfield. Forgot he can't juke.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw it again.
Right to him. Right to the defender lurking. I thought it was man. Oh my gosh. Red zone offense now turning into an absolute disaster. What? Why is he going that way? What in the world, dude? What is this AI defense bullcrap?
Take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the deep
snagged it, and there's running room. That one could really
5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 250 yards. I mean, what are we supposed to do here, man? What am I supposed to do as the user?
Back to pass, it's Weaver.
Because when we cover it well, he's got all day. Nobody can get off of a block. And when we can get a little bit of a rush on him, somebody's open. Somebody gets open. And I hate having to apply extra resources, but there's nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing I can do.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5.
Play man coverage, and somebody opens up immediately. Watch.
They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws.
He threw it perfectly. I need to adjust these sliders, clearly. I need to nuke the computer because the game doesn't do it themselves. This is like Madden, bro. It's so... I shouldn't be complaining as much because our team does suck. Our team does suck, but not this bad. Not 20 points plus worse than San Jose State. And I'm not that bad to where we should be losing like this constantly, where it's like we can't get off the field.
Are walked up tight. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
No, just fall forward for 4 or 5 yards. 10 yards a carry and like 5 touchdown passes is so absurd. Well, if they're going to score, we might as well start using our timeouts. The injury timeout's going to save 1 for me. But they're going to score, so we might as well just play with some pride and try to freaking do what we can while we can.
Hard-hitting tackle. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They'll try to run.
They just destroyed me on the offensive line, bro. What am I supposed to do, man? Shoot the gap and they get the quickness of lightning all of a sudden to pancake me. Final timeout used right there. We were driving to make it a 1-score game, and that stupid fumble, man. He's gonna score. Standing up. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I'm so ready for year 2, bro. I'm about to just play offense only and get to it. Hell, I'm about to just sim and get right to it.
Like,
I'm gonna just do that, bro. I'm done with this team. I'm done. Like,
now,
I'm done. I'm done with year one.
You better put this offense in fast forward. Down by a couple of possessions, you need some big plays.
Finish out this game.
You got to score quickly, and then your defense.
And we're gonna start simming because obviously it's not gonna use my playbook in sim.
With that long scoring drive to take a 2-possession lead,
I just
could
can't
not have
believe
been
that.
executed any better.
I cannot believe what I am seeing. If we could just get like a 75 overall quarterback, that'd be great. One, I don't know, one that can throw the ball, drops it in the bucket.
Got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
I just want to make sure I communicate in the locker room after this game that, hey, I'm sick of all of you, except for Telly.
He wants a big play here late.
2-minute timeout. Putting in one last effort here. Try to just show that we got a little bit of pride. We're going to make this Huskies program great, but a lot of these players are not going to be around to see it. We're going to do something fun here. It works for an extra 4 yards. That's how you take a negative and turn it into a positive real quick.
Wants to go right back downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself.
He slipped. Slipped. You can't make this up, bro.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And out of bounds right at
The clock stopped. Why are you going no huddle? Because I can.
Illinois right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down.
Get that block. Nah, you can't sneak into the end zone.
Really well done on that throw and catch. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He wants it all. It goes in.
He is 6'9" for nothing.
It's gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn.
Touchdown, Huskies.
Strike the Heisman pose. We're going for 2. I don't really care.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it'll be...
What? Bro, no way. No way this game's going to finish off. That was totally a catch. We all know it. We all know he had both feet in bounds. Maybe not. What in the world is that animation? Wow. I cannot believe he actually did not have a foot down in bounds. Wow. All right.
Just out of bounds on the right side. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
San Jose State can just knee this one out, and yeah, I think I'm just going to recruit and sim to the end of the season. There is quite literally no point in playing the rest of the season, other than maybe visits, but it's like we got the commitments that we wanted. Senior send-off, quite honestly, everybody's a senior send-off at this point. We're going to do this offseason Deion Sanders style, where everybody needs to be out the door. Excuse me. I will advance it. Okay, suggesting the audio streams. Thank you for letting me know that. I don't know how to fix my freaking audio. Is there like an advanced setting? Okay. Test. Whatever. I mean, we need 3 more turnovers playing against Nevada, but I just don't, I don't really care. I mean, I hope in Sim we can get those 3 more turnovers. Still a verbal, not a hard commit yet. Probably one of the players we wanted the most, but it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. We can just add another corner and another outside linebacker. I mean, that's totally fine. And keep them down here for now. We obviously saw that last week Ohio State ended up beating Oregon by 1 point, so we are in last place in the conference now. Duke and Miami, LSU and Texas, Michigan, Oregon, Oklahoma, and Nebraska. See how we do in Sim. If we can win a game here in Sim, I might be the problem. Who knows? We get a commitment out of, or hard commitment out of Danny Kalmalat. We did lose a player to Northwestern. And we lost again. Oh, brother. We lost in Sim even, and it was 13-10. Player stats here. 56 yards for Telly. He might lose the all-conference honors, but nobody else is going to be all-conference anyway, so I don't even think it really matters. So he's a hard commit. Somebody else committed Northwestern, I thought. Ooh, it's Daniels. I don't know what else to do. The max we can do is 10 NIL on him. Can't sway. We're probably not going to land him, but it is what it is. We're going to let him be a hard commit first. You know what? Let's just take him. It says battle, but like he's a verbal. Okay, no, we're just in a recruiting battle, but we're probably not going to win that recruiting battle, unfortunately. If you guys don't commit and I gotta put points on players that I don't want to, then oh well. If we even have a job, we might get fired. Probably not, but we might. Got a couple of verbals. We lost out on that fullback I was talking about, which is going to save us to NIL, which isn't the biggest. We beat North Dakota State. Okay. Let's go take a look at that game. Well, you know what? Let's finish allocating these hours. Because, like, for daily, we're going to need to hard sell him. Or hard sell, send the house. Ooh. Oh no, I'm so used to championship contender actually meaning something. It really doesn't. So Dion Latimer and Morgan Ogle, I'm not sure if they're ever going to play. It's just to try to fill a minimum, essentially. Ooh, this is supposed to be a snow game? I mean, I'm tempted to jump in and play just to see it. It's only 26 degree, 30% chance of snow. It's going to be a dynamic snow. It's past. This is the last game. Let's hope that we win. You know, UTEP playing in the snow. Ogle ends up hard committing, and same with Latimer. If these guys don't start committing, then I think we won that game. Yeah, Deary Rogers was Mountain West Player of the Week, and we did. So we finished the season off with 2 victories in Sim. But you know, I'd like to finish games. Like, I pride myself in playing every game, but it's just that some seasons you just need to get to the end. So what did Telly do in this game? 15 for 95, no touchdowns, but they used Macon's legs a whole lot more, and he didn't get hurt. Interesting. I mean, you just like go back through, like, we shouldn't have lost this game and shouldn't have lost this game. We should have started out 3-1. And then you're talking about a completely different mindset going into conference play, and those 2 games could have been the difference in us making a bowl game, potentially. Macon was really good in this game. Johnson was too. Again, no touchdowns, though, but ultimately, not a bad season for him. Let's look over here at Ward Watch list. He's no longer on the Doak Walker short list. And Ohio State fell all the way to 8, and Oregon's back at number 1, even though Ohio State beat Oregon in that classic game. We got a loaded playoff picture here. Loaded playoff picture here. Both these guys hard commits. We're going to drop them straight down to the bottom here with the other 1 stars. We got points to allocate elsewhere. Looks like Treadwell's going to be our guy. And Treadwell, I mean, look, he's 6'4", skinny. He's not the fastest in the world, but he's got an 82 release and 80 spectacular catch. Whatever. Going to max out here on pool. Just try to lock up these commitments. It looks like we're not going to get daily. I mean, let's scout him to really see if he's worth it. If he's a gem, we're just going to, you know what? Let's just scout guys. Our job's safe, so that's good. We're coming back. Do we have All-Americans? Not yet. Memphis is ranked number 5. How did that go under my radar? But regardless, there's your conference championship slate. Tulsa could really shake things up. They really could. And we got to manage our staff, and we're going to fire both of these guys. And we got a little extra NIL right now. That's cool. Happy with that. Poole will give us a verbal. Nobody else will. And I'm kind of like, there's not very many players on our board that we're actually going to go after. Where are the All-Americans at? That's the real question. Award finalists, Heisman finalists. Heisman finalists here: DJ Lagway, Sam Levitt, Marcel Reed, and Trinidad Chambliss. And we're going to be upgrading skill points, but this is what the playoff bracket's going to look like. Ohio State ended up winning the Big Ten, but they're ranked one spot above Oregon, below Miami and Ole Miss, the champions out of the ACC and the SEC. The Big 12 champions are Kansas State. So an interesting first round here, Oklahoma and Memphis is going to host. Oklahoma's the last team in. Boise State, Kansas State, Virginia, BYU, Duke, and SMU. And what's crazy is Notre Dame got left out of the playoff yet again. If you look at the college football playoff, we didn't even need to click on it, but if you look at the playoff top 25, Notre Dame's now all the way down here at 20. What happened to them down the stretch of the season after being so good early? They beat number 1 Miami. They beat Wisconsin, who's ranked. They lost to USC, and then they lost to Boston College in an upset at home, and then they lost to SMU. Disastrous finish for Notre Dame. But did that say they were an 84 overall and 94 overall? Am I tripping? They're 94 overall. That's such a disappointing season for Marcus Freeman over there. So let's watch this Heisman, and I will probably just keep the stream going and get into the off season since we're only an hour in. Verbal commitment from Johnny Treadwell. I'm glad we did, because that's a guy I'm not going to want to put a ton of points on in the off season. Poole is a hard man. Oh shoot! That's a guy I wasn't going to put any points in. I set my remote down. That was stupid. And we leveled up again, which before recruiting, we're going to add more. But here is the Heisman list. I'm going to mute, and after the Heisman ceremony, we're going to talk about it for a second, and then I'm going to take a quick break.
Welcome to the Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. I'm Chris Fowler inside the Tiburon Theater. We're so proud every year to be able to bring you Heisman Trophy night. The most impactful handoff of the season is just moments away now. And one of these guys will become the 91st Heisman Trophy winner. The 4 finalists, as chosen by the Heisman balloters, a somewhat surprising group, if we're being honest. At the beginning of the season, you might not have thought these would be your 4 finalists, but each of these guys has earned their way here, not by focusing on the Heisman, but by focusing on their team and doing what it takes to win football games. A reminder of how good each of their 4 seasons were. And these guys, talk about their poise, their composure. They've been that way on the field, but when you get to Heisman Trophy night and you get them together and the trophy is in the room, everybody admits these are very nervous moments. Only one of them will have their name read. Only one of them will join this exclusive fraternity. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalists. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment. Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough. All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season. And the winner of the 2026 Heisman Trophy is Trinidad Chambliss, senior quarterback out of Ole Miss. And one final congratulations to this year's Heisman Trophy winner. 2026 will forever be known as his Heisman season. Thanks for joining us.
Well, I don't think this came up because I muted my mic on the controller too, but second time I've completed Season 1 with the team, and second time Trinidad Chambliss is the one to take it home. So Trinidad Chambliss, I'm hoping to see one of our guys, and there's the Jet Award winner, Jermaine Green, which means that our chance to have 2 all-conference players is definitely there. Here's the All-Americans list. At the top, you have Trinidad Chambliss, Keywan Lacey, Mark Fletcher, Eugene Wilson, Trey Wilson. You can look at Caleb Brown, the former Buckeye, ending up getting it done. Jalen Hale, too, at SMU. Hunter Tipton, the tight end over at Memphis. You got Carter Smith, Evan Tengisdal, I think is how you say it, from Cincinnati. Iapani Lalulu gets it. Lance Robinson, Teddy Williams at Army. Interesting. Kenyatta Jackson on the defensive side of the ball for Ohio State, and then Memphis has their right edge, Jamond Tapp. Kamari Copeland wins it at Virginia Tech, and Ahmad Moten over at Miami. Keaton Thomas is the outside linebacker with Kip Lewis as the Mike linebacker, and Bowen Phelps at Boise State. Bryce Pollock, stud cornerback over at Texas Tech, and then Ethan O'Connor is the other one, with Ian Foster and Omar Thornton rounding it out. Look at all these Memphis and Miami. Colin Rogers wins the All-American honors for the kicker, and I'm assuming he won the Groza Award, and the guy would go to Magnus Haynes, who won the first team All-Punter honors. Marcel Reed is the second team with Deshaun Bishop, Dallin Hayden. Look at Dallin Hayden over at Memphis. Well done. And Malcolm Simmons. Then you got Braylon Staley and Corey Thompson Jr. from Ball State. Tradez Green is up there, and then Andrew Babalola from Michigan, a sophomore. And then Virginia's Noah Josie and Sheridan Wilson. What was I about to say? Sheridan Wilson, the center at Texas Tech. Addison Nichols from SMU, and then Connor Moore on the right tackle spot for Michigan State. Wendell Gregory and Damon Wilson are the 2 edges. Will Eccles, Tyreek Tucker, Jackson Forrest, Sammy Brown, and Suntarine Perkins. I don't know why I always mess this up with him. I always think Surtain. Perkins from Ole Miss, and then Javon Robinson and Jarquez White are the 2 corners in the second team. Marcus Ratcliffe, Jordan Castell are the safeties, and then Luis Rodriguez with Ian Brandt. Here are the freshmen, so if you want to be optimistic about any of the freshmen on your teams, you got Keelan Russell, Xavier Butler from Georgia State, and Zion Johnson from Cincinnati. Then Marcel Williams from Akron, Ryder Treadway from UConn, and Terrius Favors from Boise State. The tight end is Ian Premer. I just talked about him earlier today. Akina Ogboko and Max Riley on the left side of the offensive line. Florida State's Chavez Thompson and Ed Baker and Easton Ware are on the right side of the offensive line. Hayden Lowe and Anthony Addison. Anthony Addison, look at him, a true freshman from South Carolina, or a redshirt freshman, excuse me, from South Carolina. Derek Simmons and Lamar Brown. Lamar Brown, a true freshman. At the linebacker spot, it's Christian Thatcher from Memphis, and then Trevor Chrisman from TCU. Tylan Scales from Purdue. Jamarian Kolagbody from Delaware, and then Rennick Dorelis from UConn. At the safety spot, 2 true freshmen, Tadarius Hughes and Mudassar Abdullah from Houston. Mike Baker and Aaron Westerby round it up. Let's look at all conference players in the Mountain West. First team, Jackson Arnold is that quarterback, and Telly Johnson, like I predicted, is one of the 2 running backs, with Jaden Thomas, who I figured would have been second coming into the season. Malachi Riley, Troy Stellato, and Pofeli Ashlock are the 3 wide receivers, with Cade Keith being that tight end. Left tackle, Jack Foster from Nevada. Alec Falk from Air Force. Caden Robnett from New Mexico is the center. John Ashford is the right guard from Air Force. And then the right tackle, Greg Young from Nevada, round up the first team offense. On defense, Donnie Wingate, who gave us everything we could handle in the pressure department, from Wyoming. And then there's Darren Agu with Lukia Rawls Jr. as a defensive tackle from Air Force, and Logo Va'a, or Va'a, is the other defensive tackle from Nevada. Isaiah Peogafi is one of the linebackers, with the other one being Blessing Alualu Tui Oli Motu. I thought I did a decent Alualu Tuiole Motu. Dude, that's a tongue twister. And pardon me, I'm not that familiar. I'm very familiar with college football. I'm not familiar with him. Anthony Beavers at the will linebacker spot from Wyoming. The 2 corners are both from New Mexico. It's Armani Arnold, and then Frankie Edwards III. Xavier Smith is the deep safety at UTEP, and then Jake Pope. Gosh, where did Jake Pope come from? I know it's going to be on here. It doesn't let me see his stats, I guess. Oh, it does. I just need to read. See, it doesn't say. I figure it would have said career stats. It would have been on here before the season. I could have sworn he came from somewhere else. Does it do it with Jackson Arnold? Not Telly. Jackson Arnold. It doesn't. So it doesn't record stats before the 2026 season for a career. I don't know. Jake Pope I'm definitely familiar with. I just can't put a pin on where he's from. So I gotta look back at the athletic director, Doree Rogers' second team. 80 expectations. Yeah, I'll make all conference. We only have 1. Force at least 10 turnovers. How close were we? It doesn't say. But we got to force more turnovers in the future, that's for sure. So this is bowl week 1. And obviously the Coach Carousel's got a whole different build to it. All openings are here. Schools interested in me. Oregon State is interested in the head coaching job. Now, we are not going to do this. Mainly because, dude, the offer is $200. Seriously, our current is $1120. Ridiculous. Yeah, we're not doing that. Let's just look at like all the openings here and just compare. So, like, yeah, if we were to go to Clemson, who fired Dabo, now obviously we're not going to do that, but. You could sort it. Interesting. But yeah, we're not doing that. Absolutely not. But we do have to hire staff. So we got to start and view candidates. And who would we go after? You got Maka Raiola over here. All these guys are... We just kind of have to see, like... Okay, recommended. How about affordable? Okay, so we're a recruiter, so we're not wanting to get a recruiter. These guys are all going to have 0 points on it. Scheme Guru, Master Motivator. I mean, maybe we need a Master Motivator. He's going to cost us 50 as an offensive coordinator. Interested schools are state and USF. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go a little more on the basic end for defense. Because we want a tactician, and we got a few options on the defensive side for tactician. So let's go with Ben Paulshak. Well, hold on. Scheme Gurus. Yeah, we need a tactician. So I'm going to go with Ben Paulshak. Do we offer multiple guys? Is that how this works? I wonder. So we obviously just went after a Master Motivator, but we can also do that here too, right? Oof. And then, if nothing else, we go down here to Motivator Denzel Crane and make him an offer. Try to save that money. Okay. Let's see what happens there. Bowl week number 1. Ben Paulshak on the defensive side of the ball accepts. And Denzel Crane is the guy that's going to accept on the offensive side of the ball. So, okay. Only a slight downgrade as far as levels go. And we got a guy familiar with the team in the conference. We fired a guy, by the way, whose alma mater was at NIU. Sorry, Quinn Sanders. But let's look at the playoff race right now. The college football playoff first round. Oklahoma got it done on the road against the Cinderella story in Memphis. Kansas State holds off Boise State. BYU survives at home against Virginia. And SMU handles Duke, their ACC opponent, to move on to make it SMU and Ole Miss in the Fiesta Bowl. Ohio State and BYU in the Rose Bowl. And then you get Miami, Kansas State in the Peach Bowl. And the Cotton Bowl is Oklahoma, Oregon. Excuse me. I had to burp. So if we go to manage staff, we're good here. We're good here, and we still are adding more NIL here. Coach Carousel, I'm curious. All openings right now. Obviously, nobody's going to be interested in us. Unexpected jobs are all three, because all three are hired by another team. Staff moves. So the head coach is on the move. Elijah Drinkwitz is going to Georgia Tech, and Dabo Swinney's still on the market. Kenny Dillingham is going to replace him. And then you got Jeff Brom going over to Florida State, so staying in the conference. And then Colin Klein went to the NFL, so they still need to find somebody for him. Well, maybe not. I don't even know. If we just sort by previous school, new school, sorry, this might make it a lot easier. So we don't know about Swinney, Jim Mora, Tavita Pritchard got fired, Mora retired, Zach Kitley got fired, Mike Norvell got fired, Singleton got fired, and then Willie Fritz retired. Colin Klein went to the NFL, and Barry Odom got fired. So Kansas lost Lance Leipold. Lance Leipold's off to Arizona State. Clemson ended up landing Kenny Dillingham. Colorado State got Todd Orlando, who was the defense coordinator at South Alabama. Turner Graham is going to take over at head coach for Delaware, and then Tim Beck takes over at FAU, Jeff Brom at Florida State, Elijah Drinkwitz at Georgia Tech. Grant Olson, the defensive coordinator at North Dakota State, now takes the head coaching job at Hawaii. Grant Key is going to now be the head coach at Houston. And then Kansas hired Jamie Chadwell from Liberty, and then Kansas State ended up getting Hector Luna, the head coach of North Carolina. That's the fill-in, obviously, for Bill Belichick. Jamarcus Shepard ended up landing at Liberty, which might work out better for him than Oregon State. David Braun ends up at Louisville, replacing Jeff Brom. Greg Schiano's at Mississippi State now, and Missouri gets Butch Jones to come over. Brent Pry is now going to be the head coach at North Carolina, getting yet another chance in the ACC. Timmy Chang takes a job over at Oregon State, and then Purdue lands Jeff Lebby from Mississippi State. Joe Moorhead goes over to Rutgers. Will Wyndham gets the Southern Miss job, and Clark Lee goes to Stanford. Manny Rojas, which I don't know why he would, whatever. Manny Rojas, the defensive coordinator at Delaware, goes and takes a head coaching job at Temple, and defensive coordinator Josh Aldrich takes the UAB head coaching job, and Vanderbilt is going to land Jonathan Patke, the defensive coordinator from Duke. Okay. Playoff semifinals are made, and it's 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. The Sugar Bowl is going to be Ole Miss and Ohio State. The Orange Bowl is going to be in Miami with Miami against Oregon. So back-to-back years, Miami is going to play a playoff game in Miami. Who's going to win this first national championship in the Dynasty? Because I forget who won in the other one. That I definitely forget. These guys all didn't find a new job, including Dabo Swinney. So Dabo Swinney is going to disappear. And Miami is going to beat Oregon, and Ohio State's going to beat Ole Miss. So we get a quarterfinal rematch in Vegas, Ohio State versus Miami. One for the ages. Hot seat warning. Uh-oh. We got to have a big year, too. And Miami beats Ohio State yet again, and they win their first national championship since 2001, 25 years later. So congratulations to the Miami Hurricanes, and we are going to look at our roster NIL and see who we're going to cut out. The expected NIL for Johnson is 100. We're going to go over that at 140. And then Jay Sean Thomas, we're going to also match what he wants, we're not going... Ooh, he's a priority get, or priority guy to return. But I don't think we're going to be able to with his deal breaker, so we're not even going to try to. Reynolds here. We need good corners. Bad. Now, Falk is the guy I can't, but who's willing to overlook it more? Which guy? That's what's going to be the big tiebreaker here. We hope he can overlook it. I need Porter back. He's not willing to overlook this. It's just like some of these guys we just cannot overpay for. Like, is he worth 90 NIL? He's certainly not worth more. Oof, we're in trouble. Tyrese Stanley, I mean, he had a big year. He's come down there, so. We need Markel back. Well, some of these guys we're just going to have to say bye to. I mean, there's nothing we can do about some of these. We can't go way over. And some of these guys we're just going to try to put in our position to where we can convince them to come back. We already secured one running back, hopefully. Bro. Facility upgrade, I mean, right as of now we only have 100. So we can't really do anything. Our roster NIL is way too high. There's just some guys we just have to like say goodbye to. Nope, you can go bye-bye. He can come back. That's fine. I'd rather ensure that Telly Johnson comes back, even though he's normal dev. Yeah, there's not much we can do about Jermaine Green, which sucks. I mean, that just sucks. Probably not going to be able to bring Markel back, but that's the max we can spend on him. Trying to keep as much as we can. That makes it a little bit better if we're able to get away with that. We're not able to get away with that, though, even a little bit. Carl Swine's at least not threatening to leave. And maybe we just let Jack Murray walk. I feel like it's really important that one of these guys comes back. But I guess we're just going to have to let it be. Try to help our odds at Tyree Stanley because he's, you know, we're going to need him. Oh, yeah, Ferentz wants 60 NIL. No punter's worth that. Absolutely not. We can't go for a facility upgrade. We're going to have to wait. Our roster NIL right now is a little over budget, but it probably won't end up that way. So I guess we're just going to have to see how this goes. But yeah, we're not going to upgrade the facility at all. We got 9 weeks until our trophy room is built. It's $250 plus we can't even. Anyway, well, that's just because we don't have enough. So we're going to have to move on with that history update as well. And real quick, before we move on, I'm just going to touch up a couple of things. Leave 100 coach points still available because we're going to think about unlocking motivator next year before the start of next season. Alright, we're going to have to see who we can convince to come back. Players leaving. Let's just go position by position. So quarterback wise, graduation for Hamrick and Macon. Good news is we're not going to be losing Johnson, and we're not going to have to convince him. Now, White... Oh, why did I use a persuasion on him? That's so... No chance. Let's just do this. Let's make it very simple. Do we have a chance to persuade anybody to come back? Okay. Hack. Spencer... Hack is an impact F trait. And we failed! Wow. So we're going to lose a lot. It's not that big of a deal. It's really not. The biggest deal is we can't really go killer in the portal right now. We just can't. $360 is our budget. That's what it says. Now let's see what our recruiting budget is. Okay. Pretty much there's only one guy I even care to put hours into, and that's Daly. So we're going to move to the portal, where we just don't have a lot of NIL to use. So we got to look at quarterbacks here. Out of the recommended, Grant Lawless, and then we got EJ Colson from UTEP. Treston McMillan, he might be a player that's going to be worth it. Aiden Armenta, are you now playing style is a deal breaker there. Calvin Atkinson, McKay Hillstead from Utah State, B- with conference prestige. Rashawn Coleman, we can look at him. Mason McKenzie, I'm interested in how Mason McKenzie might be. Colin Hurley, Danny Lauder. We're going to have to move on. And we're going to have to move on to just like familiar names that are cheap. Mario Latimer, we're going to have to pass on. We can't afford it. Riley Wormley, Ansu Sano, Yassine Willis. 90 NIL though. That's the problem. What about Cameron Petaway? B- conference prestige. 55. Kirby Voorhees. Actually, guys, we don't really need much here. Trajan Falk. We need a yin to the yang. I mean, that's what we need. We already got our running back. We just need somebody to go with him. That's it. Jordan Levitt. Jaden Miller. Let's go after Jaden Miller. A- or A playstyle, sorry. Wide receiver room. This is where we might need to spend a little bit, but nothing crazy. Nick Trujillo. I like him. I just don't know if we're going to be able to get him. Playing time is a deal breaker there. Playing time again for Dalen Upshaw. I like Dalen Upshaw. Playing time for RJ Mosley is higher, and he's not going to cost us anything. So that is something we got to go after. And we got to invest in this offensive line. If we start, well, that's the problem. Playing style, but 240. Let's look at these 35s. Playing style here for Malachi Wood. And playing style here for Robert Wright Jr. Now let's go look at guards here. We need cheap guards. Cheap. Amir Hearing. Ball State's Zach Bandy. Central Michigan, Matthew Neff. Bro, we're adding them all. We got to get rid of one of these guys, so probably just the one that is less likely to land. Deal breakers are not helping us right here. Playing time for Cole Carmichael. Kamani Potts with conference prestige here. Finn Brewer. Defensive tackle, obviously we got to go a little cheaper than that. Andrew Lowrick. One of these guys needs to have a good deal breaker for it. We need 2 outside linebackers and 2 mics. That's like priority number 1. Let's add Diamandi. And then we got Forrest here, Jackson Forrest too. And then let's just add one more in case Diamandi's not possible here. Emmanuel Okoye. Michael Perkins, and then going after Dean Ford. It's the best we can do, and we really need corners. Oof. We're going to have to get rid of one of these outside linebackers to clear up space. But we need a couple of secondary players. Who are the three that we targeted? Okay, we're just going to have to do it this way. So let's go over here, and we're just going to scout these three quarterbacks. McMillan can play. I mean, we need to get one of the three. I think we're going to go after McMillan and McKenzie. And then everybody, we're not scouting anybody else. So we got rid of one. We got three receivers to kind of fill in here. We can get rid of one of these guys. And I think Diamante's going to be that guy because he's the most expensive. It's that simple. And then we're going to get rid of one of Perkins and Ford. I think we're going to get rid of Perkins and really invest money into Ford. And that clears up 3 spots for the time being. We can add 2 corners and a safety. Anybody interested in little old NIU? The answer is no. So let's do it this way, okay? Let's go down the list because we really need a corner. And the deal breakers aren't helping us. B- conference prestige, B- conference prestige, C+, C+, B-, B-. Any playing time deal breakers? Well, he does. It's a B+, Ryan Mack. So we might as well go up here too and see Georgia Southern, Jakari Brown. And then let's look at free safety here. See if we can get a deal. Okay, strong safety. Playing time, play style. Hire for Ziegler because he's a box specialist. Alright, I'll go after Ziegler. Alright, so we got a lot of scholarships to offer. And a lot of interest to try to get cooking. So let's just go offer these scholarships first. We're gonna we just kind of got to get a feel on. We need Cole Carmichael. And we got 10 more points to give, so we got to wait on him and him. We're investing in Carmichael. Is it Finn Brewer or Carmichael? I mean, I think we'd prefer Carmichael. And then we need a Sam really bad. We do need a D tackle. Here's the thing, though. If we don't apply hours to some of these guys, then we're not going to get them. So we got to start applying hours. Even if it's a limited amount. Hopefully the money talks. And hopefully we can cut some of these hours next week. We already got like some scouting hours and scholarship hours that we should get back. The question is, which guy would we prefer? 82 break sack, 81 speed, 85 excel, 78, 76, and 82 with the accuracy, 85 throw power, 80 throw on the run, compare him, and everything but awareness. Treston McMillan's got him beat. Like, that's the thing. So, I think we'd prefer to go stronger after Treston, but I also think that we need to still put points, because ultimately it wouldn't hurt to get both of them and let him compete for the starting job. So we're going to put some points on Mason McKenzie, and that's how it's going to break down. And then we're going to leave him alone, and that's probably not smart, so let's try to clear up some points elsewhere. Nobody's ready for a visit. Draft results, I mean, I assume we didn't have anybody drafted here, yeah. Here's the recruiting news. Mosley, Wright, and Forrest are out, so that means that the other tackle that we were going after is of the utmost importance right now. It gives us a little extra NIL money to go with, so that's also a good thing. So we got the hours now. We can go strong after Treston McMillan, and we can go a lot stronger after Mason McKenzie without putting NIL towards them. So I'm going to send the house on both of them, and then I think Miller's important, so I'm going to add points to him, but not a ton. I feel like Trujillo and Upshaw are a lot more important there, and we can bring him in on a visit. Are either of those quarterbacks ready for a visit? No? Okay. Well, we're going to still bring him in and wait on Upshaw. Actually, we don't need to wait to schedule it. We could just do it for the following week and hope that we can schedule it for those guys. So we'll get a few points back here, and we can go after Trujillo a lot stronger. We're going to try to soft sell him. Maybe not. Let's contact family and friends and search social media. And then Upshaw is now a lot more important, so we're going to give him 10. Wright or Malachi Wood is a lot more important now with Wright Jr. off of our board. And that means we can also offer Amir Hearing a little bit of NIL to try to boost that offensive line. Bandy's still not going to... Well, I mean, that's not that bad. Yeah, we're good. Let's add a little bit. But these guys are not seeming interested at all, which sucks. Carmichael's not at all either, which sucks. So here's what we're going to do. Carmichael is expecting 10, he's expecting 20. Make the sacrifice here. This is what we're going to do, because we need to try to ensure Ryan Mack, but we also have other guys to try to ensure. Alright, we got that done. Hard commit Keenan Daly, so we got that out of the way. The last high school recruit that we were going after, 2-star defensive tackle. And is McMillan ready for a visit? He is. We can bring him in, hopefully with some offensive linemen, and we can. And if you don't have us up there, we're going to have to get rid of you by this point. So let's see who we got to cut out of here. They got to be top 5. Okay, everybody's top 5 at least. Okay, let's slow the roll here on Dean Ford so that way we can get him and we can get Ziegler in. Oh gosh, I just screwed up. I just screwed up. Okay. Cleared up enough. Now we gotta get Waters in here on a visit. Would have preferred for it to be this week, but it's gonna have to do. I mean, that's everybody who's ready for a visit, so let's see what ends up happening as we move along to the final week. I mean, I'm optimistic right now, but I don't also have my hopes up. Ooh, that's not good. We got lost out on Mac, and Trujillo has hard committed to Fresno. That's not good. Let's see if we can swoop in with a nice little NIL deal. No, we can't. We cannot. But we got the NIL funds to make sure that we land Upshaw. So we can... It's already maxed out. Are you kidding me? Guess we're going to have to... Well, let's see about deal breaker. Okay, we're going to have to send the house on him. We don't have any more visits available, so we're going to have to just get rid of all of these points with these guards, and I give them a lot of points. Now, which one... The biggest gap that we have is probably the one that we should hard sell on, because we need to make sure we get one of them, or hard sell, send the house. So, okay, so not for Taylor, and we can just try to finish up here what we've started with Neff and Bandy. And then we got to try to finish what we started here with Carmichael. The problem is we can't sway, and this is actually not. We can give him more money. Same with Carmichael, we can give him more. See if that's going to help smooth over the offer. It might save us some points with Carmichael, so actually not with him. Oh my gosh, wait, our hard sell's not bad. Our hard sell's not bad. We can hard sell him too. It's campus lifestyle, thank goodness. We got a nice lifestyle up here in DeKalb. And we can try to sweeten the deal with some of these other guys that are cheap. Try to make sure we get them. Now here's the crappy part. We're going to have to come in with an NIL deal for a corner here in a hurry. So let's see who we can try to snag at the last second, and we got to do it with a halfback too. So that's a prospect list. I don't want a prospect list. I want the portal, because we don't have halfback. We got our one. Playing time for JJ Bradley. And Ansu Sano. Conference prestige here for Parrott. Even though this isn't really actually going to matter that much. So Luke Evans and Parrott. Brown. So basically what we can do well, that's not going to happen. That's our whole NIL budget wrapped in there. Let's see how it works. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right, first guy, Treston McMillan, off the board. We get him. We get our quarterback, at least one of them. We got both of them. Mason McKenzie. There's going to be a battle between both of those transfer quarterbacks, Treston McMillan and Mason McKenzie. Moving forward, we get right tackle Malachi Wood. That is big for our offensive line. Left guard, Zach Bandy. Big for our offensive line. Right guard, Matthew Neff. This is going great. Cole Carmichael. Huge get. Will linebacker Emmanuel Okoye. Alright. Left guard Amir Hearing. That's it. We didn't get any secondary players. Not surprised about like the running backs and stuff. That's all we got? No way, bro. No. This ain't good. So Upshaw ended up going to Georgia Tech. Tough. Or returned to Georgia Tech. Wasn't he already there? Waters went to Fresno. Unfortunate right there. Ford went to Oklahoma State. Little John went to Akron. Ziegler went to ULL. J.J. Bradley went to Army. Ansusano went to Washington. Sorry, he came back to Washington. Zion Parrott went to UCF. Luke Evans went to Rice, and Jakari Brown went to Georgia Tech. Wow. Well, we at least addressed one big thing, which was the offensive line. But my gosh, I don't even know where to begin. We're spending the most, and we got the best conference, but barely now, or the best in the conference, but barely. Now, we didn't get the best portal class. Now, at a high school, though, we definitely, I guess you got to combine the two. I don't even know. We got the best overall class in the conference. That's all that matters. But we only got 16 players, and I'm curious what dev traits we got, too. So Gabriel Sanders is going to be a star dev trait as a 3-star. That's huge. Impact for Tabor. And then you get normal for Kamalat. I'm not surprised by that. Normal for Hartman. Normal for Daly. Normal for Treadwell. Normal for Bradbury. Normal for Ogle. Normal for Latimer. Normal for Poole. Normal for Massey. And then impact for Treston McMillan. Normal for Mason McKenzie. Right tackle Malachi Wood. Impact. Impact for Hearing, normal for Bandy, normal for Neff, impact for Carmichael, and normal for Emmanuel Okoye. Interesting. All right, well, we're going to have to figure out quite a bit in position changes. So we start with what we have here at the quarterback spot. It's a little bit better than what we had last year. A little. Only a little bit better. Now, here's what we got. We got 2 running backs right now. We're going to have to see if somebody can move to the running back spot. But the problem is it's not coming from wide receiver. Bryant, Holmes, Diamolopis. We don't have great receivers. Don't have great tight ends either. We do have a much improved offensive line. That is the bright side of all of this. And then Carmichael and Thomas going to be right next to each other. In fact, I think I'm just going to move Carmichael to the left edge position. Inside is going to be rough. Wait, how big is Carmichael? Okay, he's 6'5", 250. He's not going to be able to kick inside. No Sam linebacker still, and our Mike linebacker situation is not great. Carl Swain's all right. Not mad at that. Okoye is going to be big, and we're going to need somebody to develop a little bit, but I don't know what we're going to get there. Corner, I mean, look, Marshall Washington Jr., Liam Lendo, that's what we're going to have to go with. Nobody else is going to develop, really, so... Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Now, we do have Stanley, we do have Calhoun, and we do have Tabor. Tabor could start immediately. He's an impact transfer. He's 89 speed. I mean, all three of these guys should honestly start. Like, all three of these guys are going to play. And we got no athletes, so... Let's see how our roster develops. I mean, we don't really have anything to do with position changes right now. If we could find somebody who could play running back on the defensive side of the ball, that'd be cool, but I don't know. We're going to have to be very, very careful. Dev or Motivator is unlocked. Tactician's also unlocked. And dev trade upgrade for Thomas. That might be big. Another dev trade upgrade for Stanley. Okay. Training results. Let's look at him. Go position by position. So Davidson's all the way up to a 75 overall, and so is Brown. Now Treston McMillan and Mason McKenzie are both still here. We're spending a good amount of money on both of these guys. So, yeah. I think this is going to be a tough decision, man. I mean, you're talking. But I think we got to go with Treston McMillan. The dual threat ability is definitely there. He's got deep accuracy as well. The awareness isn't. We'll see if that affects us as we're using him. Johnson didn't really change too much, but that's fine. He was a great player last year. And Elijah Porter, I mean, you're going to be necessary this year. He's up a couple overalls. At the wide receiver position, LaDon Bryant is up to an 80 overall. He's not fast. Kelvin Holmes is all right speed. He's a big kid at 6'6". He can play the outside, and we can put George Demopoulos, whatever, I don't even know, in the slot, or we can do that with Dwayne Cousins, both of them. I think Cousins will probably work out better in the slot with his speed, and we need somebody with that game-breaking speed. Oh, never mind, I was looking at the wrong stat. Okay, whatever. We don't really have a lot of speed there, bottom line. Russo's going to make it very interesting here with his abilities. He's only 5'10", 206, Jason Evans is. Legal, Herring, Gross is up big time. Look at that, 6 overalls at the center position for Logan Gross. Neff is a 77 overall and 79 for Malachi Wood. He's 73 overall for Carmichael, 78 overall. Even though he had the dev trade upgrade, he's still only a 78 overall. Okay. Defensive tackle, Bellamy. We might run a 3-3-5, though. I don't know. Our linebackers are not amazing. It's basically Okoye and Swain. Mitchell's okay, I guess, but it's not a great shape, and especially because we can't really, like, use... I mean, we're all right. George Acosta is okay. I mean, we're going to be all right here. We got the size that we had last year, too, with Lindo coming back. I mean, I'm fine with it. Ferentz is back. He didn't leave. He was threatening to transfer. We weren't giving him any NIL. So Mooney and Ferentz are both back. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be a very interesting year 2. And it's a very pressure-packed year 2. We're on the hot seat here. I don't believe we got to encourage any transfers. I'm hoping that we can get some transfers to help out at certain positions, but we'll see about that. And we have 150 coach skill points. AD expectations should change, right? Like updates? I don't know. We'll check after the regular season, I guess. Tavian St. Clair, how about him? He's going to be on the All-American list. And then you also got Bo Jackson from Ohio State, Nate Frazier as well from Georgia, and then Malachi Toney. It's a preseason All-American. We don't have much of a budget at all. At all. The Dynasty points increase is not there. Our roster is taking up a big budget, but that's fine. I mean, we're all in on year 2. All in. We cannot let it slide this year. So let's see if there's any facilities we can purchase and literally just okay. And we don't have hardly NIL to use, so we gotta be really thorough with who we go after. 605 in recruiting. Okay, 605 in recruiting. We don't need any quarterbacks, so that's the good thing. We can take one thing off of our concern list. Anybody that wants NIL, okay, no. So we can add. We're all over the place with pipelines, I think. Okay, maybe not. I don't know what that was, but it was annoying. Still is. We got 3 running backs to add. That won't cost us a peep. We got this kid from Illinois, Antioch, at the fullback position, and we got to get a couple of receivers. So let's start with, well, no, because he's a 1 star. I don't like 1 stars at this point. We got an Illinois kid from Shelbyville, Minnesota kid, and Caleb McCullough, and then Matt Asher, and then this might be the position where we might go a little ham, a little crazy on the NIL front. We got to look at Sean Bass. He's 6'5". He's going to cost us $230, but so far we're budget kings right now. definitely need a corner, but we can't spin like that. Go after him. This is at least not changing. We can sell out for that. '89 speed, 86 excel out of a 2 stars, not bad, especially when you compare it to Streeter. It's only 53 carrying, but that's fine. He's pretty good, Woodhead is here. And then we got Sean Bass here. This should be our #1 prospect. And then we got Hart here. Keenan Jackson, much better in coverage. We got another 3-star here. Bust. Get him off my board. Gem. How about it? Even though he's slow, we got 2-star gem. It's important for us to go after at least one of these defensive tackles. I think the 300-pounder Tyler Tootin, if nothing else, he's going to take up space. Did you forget you're on the wrong account? 62220, like that. Alex Yaquez. And how about this? We got a 2-star athlete. Let's put him up here just for fun. Alright, custom schedules here. This has us going to Nebraska Memorial Stadium and to Colorado, playing USF and Liberty. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. We want to make it a point to play a MAC team every year. We played Eastern Michigan last year, and I'm talking traditional MAC. Let's play Bowling Green. Yeah, I don't know if I want to play Liberty, bro. I'm keep it a buck. We did play. Who did we play last year? Georgia State. That's who it was. So let's play Georgia State at home. You got to come back to us, Bubby. And then I'm fine with at Colorado. Not fine with at Nebraska. Yeah, we're about to be off stream here. We're about to go eat dinner, and I'm probably going to get back on tomorrow morning. Play at Temple to start off the season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's very backloaded. Our home games in conference. We play 4 straight road games. Interesting. That'll be our schedule, and that'll be the stream. So I will see you guys